Okay, so the article begins by kind of describing the game, describing what we would experience if we were playing the game. It says you're running around a school and looking for a shooter. Wow, already I can see why people might get upset. Most shooter games happen in war zones or in factories or warehouses. Here you're in a school. That's schools, guns, shooting. I already see a problem here. And you're looking for a shooter. A shooter could also be known as a gunman, just someone with a gun who is using it at that time. And generally, this is a dangerous situation. We don't talk about a soldier in a war being a shooter or a police officer using their gun to protect people. No, the shooter is usually a criminal and a dangerous criminal too.
Okay, and then the article goes on to say, suddenly you see him aim your gun and fire.
Okay, that's kind of like a shooter game, but they don't usually take place in schools. But in shooter games, things do happen suddenly. This adverb suddenly means right away, all of a sudden, with no warning, with no wasted time. It's not like, in 5 minutes this is going to happen. No, it happens right now. It happens very suddenly, with no warning, with no wasted time, as I said.
Okay, suddenly 这个副词呢，它表示突然的这个事情哦，忽然间发生了。那你也可以说 all of a sudden。比方说，我们可以说 all of a sudden the lights went out。OK， 或者是你也可以说 suddenly the lights went out， 意思是一样的。We also see the word aim.
Yes, to aim, this is an important word when talking about shooting things. To aim, this verb means to point something accurately. You're not pointing it in the general direction. You're pointing it to hit the spot that you want to hit. If you've ever played a shooter game, if you've ever played darts, if you've ever, shot at a bow and arrow, anything like that, if there's a target and you want to get to the middle of the target or to one special place, you have to aim. It's all about lining up your eye with your hand and then having the thing do what you want and go where you want. For example, the soldier aimed his rifle at the target. That's a safe place to shoot, shooting at a target, a paper target.
OK， 所以呢，我们看它 aim 这个动词呢，它是表示瞄准的意思了。我们后面可以看到加上 at，aim at 瞄准什么东西。比方说呢，我们刚刚看到课文 aim your gun at the shooter。OK， 你这个瞄准了，把你的枪呢指向这个我们的这个射手 shooter。OK， 它也可以表示针对哦，针对什么东西来做这件事情。比方说，我们可以说 this campaign is mainly aimed at teenagers。OK， 这个广告活动呢，主要针对的对象呢是青少年。那这个字也可以当做名词哦，它就表示这个目的。比方说，我们可以说 Our short-term aim is to launch this product in May。OK， 我们的短期目标呢是要在5月推出这个新的产品。
Okay, so back in the game, we see the shooter, we aim at the shooter, we shoot, and then it says he's down, and you've saved the children in the school. Yay, I guess we're the hero. If someone is down in this sort of sense, we're talking about they've been shot and they have fallen down. All right, so if someone says man down, that means a person has been hurt and is now down lying on the floor.
Okay, you can save the children, or if you like, you can play as the shooter and shoot students.
I could see this is where the problem starts. I guess if you're the police officer saving people, that might be okay. That's like a lot of other games.
Yes.
But if you're an evil person shooting young students in a school, this kind of sounds like it comes out of a lot of the news stories over the last few years, right? America's had a lot of these real life school shootings. So in a video game, I can see how people might not like this. It says this is the plot of a video game called Active Shooter that has caused serious controversy. I can see how it could do that. Yes, it's the plot of the game. Plot, this noun basically means the story. Okay, when we talk about the plot of a movie, well, a good guy meets a bad guy, and then the good guy falls in love, and then he fights with the bad guy, and then there's a big car chase, and then the good guy lives happily ever after. That's the story, that's the plot, that's what happens as we go through the story. So the plot of the game is that you can either be the protector of the students, the police officer, or the shooter as well. But the game is called Active Shooter. That's the kind of thing they say on the radio.
Yes.
Right? You'll see it on the news. It'll be suddenly breaking news, active shooter at a school or at a bank or at something like that. That
Very realistic.
It's happening right now.
OK， 所以呢，我们看到 plot 这个字呢 ，plot 这个字当成名词呢，就表示情节的意思了。比方说呢，我们刚刚讲说，我们设计的，现在刚刚讨论这个情节呢，是在这个电动游戏 Active Shooter 里面发生的。那 plot 这个字呢，也可以当成动词哦，它表示设计这些情节。OK， 比方说呢，你可以说 He is plotting his new book. OK， 他正在为他的新书呢来构思情节。OK，we see another word at the end of the sentence, and that is controversy.
Oh, yes, you can see how this game would cause a controversy. A controversy is sort of a very radical, upsetting, and scandalous news story. It often has some shocking elements. It gets people's emotions going, and people will often have strong opinions, either for or against this thing. It's the kind of story that gets your attention in the news and maybe holds your attention for 3 or 4 days. We can have controversies based on what businesses do. Remember, was it last year that cooking oil controversy?
Yes.
Companies were putting in bad oil and everyone got upset about it, and I think some people went to jail eventually.
Yes.
But we can also have controversies with famous people. You know, if it turns out that a famous person is doing something bad in their private life, then their fans will be like, well, we still love them. While other people will be like, you're bad for your fans. You're setting a bad example. And people get all excited and emotional about a controversy, but it makes for good news.
OK，controversy 这个字呢，它是一个名词，表示争议的。OK， 比方说我们刚刚讲的这个，比方说是这个黑心油事件啊，或者说哪一个演员私底下做了什么事情等等，这些很有争议性的东西呢，我们就可以说它是一个 controversy。那也很常能看到它的形容词 controversial。OK， 比方说我们可以说 a controversial figure。OK， 这个人呢是一个很有争议性的人物，或者说我们可以说 a controversial issue， 很有争议性的话题。
I guess the best way to find a controversy is look at what Donald Trump said yesterday.
Yes,
Because he's
exactly.
always starting new controversies. Anyways, back to this game. Active Shooter was originally promoted as a game where the player would be part of a SWAT team. Okay, so this was how it was originally promoted or sort of sold at the first in the first case, or at the first time when the game was first released and launched. It was kind of like a police game, and you'll be a member of a SWAT team. That's like the police, sort of the police soldiers who, you know, fight terrorists and go into banks when there's bad guys in there with lots of guns. So the idea would be you'd be a police officer with better guns, and you would go into the school and save people. That's not too controversial. Most people would think, well, you're the good guy, right?
Yes.
That's how it was originally done, or done at first. But something changed.
OK， 所以呢，我们看到这个游戏呢，原本其实你要扮演的不是这个 shooter， 而是要扮演的是这个 SWAT team。SWAT team 就是反恐特警组，就是有这个武装警察。那呢，我们看到它最先起初的，我们这边用的这个副词 originally 最开始是怎么样？那你也可以使用 formerly，OK， 之前是怎么样，或是用 at first，OK。Originally this was a bedroom, but I turned it into a closet。OK， 那你也可以讲说 at first this was a bedroom， 原先呢它是一个房间，但我后来把它改装成我的这个衣柜了。Next in the article, it says their job was to be a police officer and stop a school shooter.
Right, you'd be the good guy in the
Yes.
game, and I think most people would understand that. However, and this is where it changed, however, recently the game's creator, Anton Makarevsky, changed it so that someone could also play it as the killer. So that's the way the game might have even first been sold, where you're the police officer saving the day. But then I guess to make it more exciting or to start a controversy, the game's creator said, I'm going to make it so that you can also be the bad guy and you have to shoot the police as well as the students in the school. And of course, this is not something people like to see. Okay, so this happened not too long ago, and we know that because of the adverb recently. Recently just means in the near past, not too long ago. Not 5, 10, 15 years ago, maybe a few hours ago, or a few days ago, or even a week or two ago. But it's not a very long time ago. Recently means in the near past. For example, Shelley recently got engaged. Her wedding will be next year.
OK，recent 这个形容词呢，它就是形容最近的。比方说呢，我们看到这个照片，说 Is it a recent photo? You look quite different in this photo. OK， 这个是最近的照片吗？长得跟你很不像诶。那 recent 加上 ly 就是本课的单词哦 recently 这个副词呢就是最近哦。OK，I'm quite upset at work recently. 我最近上班都蛮不开心的。那你也可以换成 lately. I'm quite upset at work lately 一样的意思。There is another word we have to look at, which is creator.
Yeah, creator is just a person who creates something, kind of like an inventor. An inventor is a creator of engineering, machines, science, stuff like that. But we can also talk about artists as creator. A musician or a composer is a creator of music. A painter is a creator of paintings and things like that. You're making them with your own hands, and you're probably getting them from your own ideas as well. For example, Sid Meier is the creator of many famous computer games, including The Sims and SimCity.
Which ones I like?
Yeah, those are good games. And no one dies.
OK， 看到我们动词哦 ，create 呢表示创造或者是设计哦。比方说，我们可以说呢，Toriyama Akira created the Japanese comics Dragon Ball。OK， 鸟山明呢创造了《七龙珠》这部漫画。那本课的单词呢 ，creator 这个名词呢就是指创造的人，所以我们可以说是创造者或是设计师。像我们刚刚讲《七龙珠》的作者呢。Toriyama Akira is the creator of Dragon Ball. OK， 这句后面呢还出现了 so that 这个文法点哦。OK， 这个 so that 的意思呢就是这个为了怎么样，以便于怎么样。通常呢我们接在主要子句后面，用来引导呢。后面这个表示目的的这个副词子句，那副词子句里面呢，我们通常会使用像是 will 啊、can、would、could 这些助动词哦。OK， 我们举个例子了 ，He works out every day so that he can have the beach body he has always wanted. OK， 他每天都健身，他每天都健身了，所以他可以拥有这个他想要期待已久的这个很好的身材。
All right, so the creator of the game changed it so that you could be the bad guy. And what did people think of that? Well, it says this change had people up in arms because of the recent school shootings in the US. Yes, quite obviously, people were upset about it. They were up in arms because it is something that does happen too frequently in the world these days, especially in America. So people did not like this part of the game. All right, there's more of our article to go, but first, let's check out this phrase, up in arms. It's our pocket phrase go, so let's have a little break. We'll go to that, and then we'll be back to finish off the article.